Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, off here to a match straight from the Master League again. In the Northwest, here on Faymonville Approach, we're made for Companies 3. We have a Momo4Sho, fighting for America, freedom, democracy with the 1st Division, tasked with clearing out a German stronghold here under the command of Happycat, fighting for the German army. Deutschland, here with elements of the 90th Panzergrenadier Division. The supporting members, we got straight into an armor pull here for Momo with fast deploying veteran crews and a really fast Jeep there, as you might notice. Definitely a hit with some players, because again you get Jeep up so fast it can be difficult to keep up with. So in the south, Happycat here with Grenadiers, we got Luftwaffe. So 90th Panzergrenadier maybe receiving support from nearby Faymonville Division, we'll have to see. Grenadiers scored out. No Falchion Pioneer though, interestingly enough. In fact, just going hard Grenadiers here for Happycat. So that is an interesting opening there from him. As always though, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacaster, allowing me to keep making all these videos. And of course also big thanks to the wonderful people of the Master League for putting together the tournaments and all these, great matches. So Grenadiers pushing northwards here. Scouts probing in. Rifleman out there for Momo, Jeep, they're busy as well. Guessing another Grenadier squad, maybe some MG42s. But yeah, lack of Falchion Pioneer makes me slightly sad. I do like them, and the Falchion makers in general. So, bit of a shame here. We at least aren't immediately looking at some Falchion Pioneer. But of course, Happycat could of course deploy them later down the road. Scouts are catching the Pioneers as they try to push onto the fuel point in the southern fields. Jeep, though, raking the crouch there with some good old-fashioned 30 cal firepower there. Successfully falls them away there from the fuel point and starts capping there. We'll need some more firepower, but do get an MG42 here for Happycat and Das Vaterland. North here, Grenadiers probing about, and far up north here, some mobile scouts have secured the munitions point there by the lake. Grenadier pushing southwards there. MG42 ready here for Happycat and Das Vaterland. And now we can see there Happycat rushing the fuel point. Home did not before Momo grabs it, but falls short there of expectation, and Momo is able to route the fuel point. Grenadiers pushing in here. Also worth noting, Happycat currently is rather extended here before it's in the south and the north. Pushing the Grenadiers northwards, catching the scouts here by the northern victory point here. Engaging the scouts, but Momo is hot in the heels of the Grenadiers here with his rifle squad, and 2 in fact of them nearby. Going right into the nearby mansion here for safety, but I don't think it's going to work out too well for Happycat. Turning up with the machine gun also based in the south. Grenadiers forcing away the Jeep here. Heavily damaged. He does manage to pull back towards the base. It was used in a variety of roles, including ambulances in a pinch, for example, but also used in support of, for example, tank destroyer units to act as scouts for them. Highly versatile vehicle. They obviously also very iconic. Then this was the Jeep there. Quick self-repair there from Momo. More riflemen out here. So far looking at total, I think, 3 rifle squads here for Momo. Happycat, meanwhile, 2 Grenadiers running forward, 2. We're not seeing any additional units as of yet. See in the center of the MG42, further up north here, Grenadiers with rifle squad here. Back at base, we do get the Panzer Grenadier coming here for Happycat. Might be some Panzer Grenadiers being rushed out. Could be his plan to use the LD-40, of course, as an anti-tank gun. Tends to be typical here with the Luftwaffe battle group. Some players just use it as a way to get out really cheap anti-tank guns, which is honestly a sensible move. There you go, he can push for Panzer Grenadier now, and certainly some more elite infantry to tackle Momo's GIs, but I think it'd be a very good move here. Rifleman pushing forward C. Machine gun getting a bit surrounded around the center here, a bit risky there. Scouts flanking in. And Jeep hitting from the other side there, a bit risky there for Happycat, to be honest. Got the northern victory point. And the scouts occupying the house there forces Happycat to withdraw the machine gun before it gets turned into, well, target practice. Panzer Grenadier squad almost done there for Happycat and the 90th Panzergrenadier Division. There you go, Panzergrenadier ready here. With a Sturmgewehr 44.
We have territory cut off from supply.
Season on the field point. Got the LD-40, very much expected. But of course, if he goes stand for infantry reserves, actually tries to push for the Falchion makers. Grenadiers with rifle squad here. So far, Momo, though, is certainly leading in the macro trilogy over Happycat fairly adroitly. Of course, that can always change in the blink of an eye. Particularly, I think if Happycat were to push out a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, maybe even consider transferring out some of his Grenadiers for Panzer Grenadier and He actually go for... He's going for the infantry, like the officer quarters already now, after only one Panzer Grenadier squad. That's actually a bit unusual. Like, typically you want at least like a couple of units out before going for it, not just one. So I'm curious as to what Happycat is actually thinking when he pushes for like the officer quarters so fast. And obviously that means very fast Veterans 1 Panzer Grenadiers, which honestly I think is nothing to scoff at, but it's certainly still fairly unexpected. Meanwhile, you can see the 19th Panzer Grenadier shown here. 2nd Panzer Grenadier Company is launching a local counterattack towards north there. The main force, even as the Panzer Grenadier squad here, is seemingly just acting as a diversional bait here, tying up a larger portion here of Momo's forces in the center. We actually probably go to Momo's perspective. We can see, ooh, alright, squad here getting to the building, being hammered here with the M42. Panzer Grenadier closing in on something, I guess, but I'm not entirely sure what. In the south, though, Momo makes some sweet progress there. Grenadier setting up. We got infirmaries up as well there for Happycat. Finally pulls back for the Panzer Grenadiers. Probably realizing a lot of them are close to dropping here. So instead of keeping on fighting and risking casualties, he very wisely there just withdraws the Panzer Grenadiers for healing and then sends them back into the fight. I think that's a very simple move. And I do think, yes, we do get a transfer there from Happycat. Last time again, he's got like 2 Veterans, 1 Panzer Grenadier squads out against Momo4Sho here. And this could definitely where things may slowly turn against Momo, though I do think he might be going for BAR soon. No, he's going for the motor pool. So again, this could be, again, a possible good point here for Happycat. If he someone like hits Momo with a lot of Veterans 1 Panzer Grenadiers, and then Momo, say, Greyhound, he might try and toss at Happycat, then gets hit by an LT-40. So there's certainly some potential here, I think, for Happycat, but right now, though, otherwise, it's looking a bit rough in a lot of respects, but a bunch of Veterans 1 Panzer Grenadiers, LT-40, I'd say there's potential, and then follows up with some Sturmgeschütze. In the south here, Panzer catch the scouts here at the southern point. Pioneer pushing up here, further north, Panzer's catching the captain here, forcing him away there with some well-placed Sturmgewehr shots. And routed. But yeah, I do see this kind of strategy happening there with the Luftwaffe again. A lot of Panzer Grenadiers, LT-40s for anti-tank services, and then you just, you know, say push for armor. Typically, Panther forces, some of course, may go for the Sturmgeschütz. Sadly, this does mean, you know, they may not use too much of the Luftwaffe battle group itself, particularly no Fallschirmjägers. Yeah, another Panzer squad here. That means he's going to be looking at 3 Panzer Grenadiers. That's going to be a fair amount of, like, you know, veteran Panzers here to tackle Momo. I imagine once he spots the Greyhound, we will be looking at a LD-40 drop here soon enough for Happycat. But withdrawing here, swiftly advancing the center here, and we got units heading northwards. There's a lot going on here, and there we go. 3rd Panzer squad ready for Happycat. I could see the remaining Grenadier squad just being used to, like, you know, merge with the Panzers to help keep reinforcement costs down, because, you know, a lot of Panzer Grenadier squads will represent a bit of a manpower drain if you're not careful. Plus, you know, access to at least 1 Pantherfaust and more sandbags.
Commander, we've lost the
We'll have to see, of course, what happens here. But there you go. Panzer reinforcing healing. No sign of the LT-40 yet. Interestingly enough, guess he doesn't have enough munitions. Spent them perhaps on other things. But for now, Momo's holding on here fairly well. Of course, the question is for how much longer. In the face of increasing Panzer Grenadier roaming the field, armed to the teeth. Sweeping push into north here. BAR's on the way there for Momo. Happycat definitely needs to, like, you know, start making some impact here before Momo starts heading back harder with the BARs. South here, Jeep spotted by Pioneer. Hunter's pushing himself with two machine gun here, trying to rush the building. Momo, of course, sees right through Happycat and occupies it. Maybe he wasn't pushing for it at all. No LT-40 at all. That's strange.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
I would have figured he'd gone for the LT-40 by now to counter the ground. At least, you know, force Momo to be more careful with it. But Happycat so far isn't. We got the anti-tank on the way there for Momo, meanwhile. Oh, he goes for the Pack 40. Really? That feels a bit odd there from Happycat, to be honest. Oh, there we go. LT-40 and then more Panzer Grenadiers. So, yeah. That's going to be 4 Panzer Grenadier squads backed up by 1 Grenadier squad. That's a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, by the way. And of course, you got the LD-40s there for anti-tank duty, so... That's it, like, he needs to, like, get swinging soon, because despite, you know, like pushing for like a more Panzer Grenadier build. He's not quite been able to like, you know, really get it swinging here versus Momo yet, so he needs to like, you know, start hitting the ground with this. Like, he needs to get some traction soon against Momo. Panzer Squad need to retreat, though they're being surrounded and gunned down here by Momo's forces. North here, Panzer's backed up, but Grenadiers, Pioneers rushing in against the northern positions here. Momo's men there, definitely a bit easy targets. In the center, Panzer rushing forward here. LD-40 moving in. Vessel scalloping around there like someone, you know, stuffed a bee up his ass or something. Rifling about here. Rather hectic action across the entire front line, to be honest. LD-40 there being hauled forwards. By the looks of it, though, it would appear like he intends to, well, push straight ahead for Panzers here. No Stugs, all Panzers. Panzers Ralph squad up here. Sturmgewehr versus M1 Garants and BARs.
Commander, we should spend our munition.
Machine guns, LD-40 being up here. Jeep being shot at there, almost knocking out the Jeep there with the LD-40. Scouts there probing in. More Panzer gunners being dispatched northwards here in an attempt here by the 90th to break through. And we got Panzer there being merged with Grenadiers. Thumbs up to Happycat on that account. Back to Happycat by the way here. Again, 4 Panzer Grenadiers, 1 Grenadier squad, LD-40 and MD-42. That is a very infantry approach. Comes about to get wiped out here though. Almost had him, but fell a bit short here. Pushing out here. And again, I'm kind of getting the expectation it's going to push for Panzer, though again, Momo's gut map control has made it much harder for Happycat to like execute the rush part here. North here, Panzer catching the Ralph squad here. Ripping through them there with some well-placed shots from their assault rifles, forcing Momo's beleaguered GIs to withdraw before they become target practice. Meanwhile, we got mortars for Momo here. Interesting choice. Not saying it's bad, because of like the sheer number of Panzer Grenadiers being having, you know, locked at him, a part of me would expect like, you know, maybe more rifle or something else rather than, you know, artillery. The lighter kind.
We have advanced weaponry ready to be deployed.
You can see there, like, Momo's made great use of both his Jeep and his Greyhound. Like, he's constantly spinning about here, making it difficult for Happycat to, like, predict where it is and then deal with it. Oh, he actually went for the support elements. He might have then be going for Stugs after all. Like, I was definitely getting the impression his plan was to push for Panther Falls, and I suspect maybe it actually was, but just the way things were going for Happycat with the pressure Momo was exerting on him, he might have just figured, you know what, going for that Panther Fall is quite frankly not going to work out, so he just skipped that instead. You could also put something out here. No, I can't. Like an infantry reserves most likely then, maybe, probably not the flak Phoenix, there we go, infantry reserves, certainly also necessary when you go for that many Panzer Grenadier squads. Even with Grenadier merges. You can see the Happycat is starting to stabilize more now, and there goes Sturmgeschütz 3 as for G will certainly be a crucial tool here in further stabilization against the Americans. Very crucial tool. Rushing forward to the Panzer Grenadiers here, just creeping up the rifle and making use of the terrain there to at least get somewhat close without getting shot at. That said, there's a lot of rifling around here to support the other squad here, so Happycat's Panzer Grenadier are very much easy prey in the end. Stug ready. Would definitely benefit the machine gun, but he may of course want to just go for the point blank blast as soon as possible. Keep creeping southwards there. Grenadiers. Just lots of panzers here, getting the rifle squad here, back up machine gun here, Stug. Closing in on that pin up machine gewehr. Lots of healing and reinforcing here. Pass it. Wow, he actually withdrew the remaining Grenadier squad and is actually going for a 5 Panzer Grenadier build. Whew. Now that's exciting. That said, I don't think necessarily recommend, but again, camming 1 Grenadier squad to just merge with your Panzer Grenadiers, I think would be very good for Happycat in particular, with infantry reserves and keeping reinforcement costs very manageable. So, on the other hand, on one hand, it's like, you know, it's 5 Panzer Grenadier squads. That's a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, that's a lot of infantry power, and it's really, really cool. But on the other hand, the merge would really do a lot there for Momo as well, or for Happycat as well, so... I don't think that was necessarily the optimal move here for Happycat. But that said, again, it's 5 Panzer Grenadier Squads. That's, you know, that packs a punch if well utilized. Like, that's a significant amount of, like, offensive momentum you can generate with those. Particularly once they get more and more veterancy. So yeah, Happycat now with 5 Panzer Grenadiers, a Stug, an LG-40 is starting to like hit back at Momo. Of course, Momo with Armoured is slightly planning to push for the EC8s. And so for Happycat, he's going to need more Stugs, I think, to pressure Momo harder with before those EC8s hit. At least that's my experience. Of course, it could be he may not try and go for the Panther Company and the Panther Force, though against the EC8s, it's typically about either getting out the Panther Force fast or you get out a lot of Stugs. Might also be able to do it with Martyrs, though, I suppose. Rather than being assailed from several sides here. 90th Panzer Grenadier Division keeps up the offense against the Americans. Back to Momo here. Mein Gott, Otto, there's a Maschinengewehr. I ordered one months ago. I think it got lost in the mail. Ah, my God. South of Jeep rushing forwards. Greyhound getting, well, NC has to wait repairs. Momo does have engineers, but apparently none of them are nearby. And they're going to center. Rifle squad getting sandwiched between 2 Pentagon squads. Definitely the wrong kind of sandwich. In the far south here, LG-40 spotted, routed. Stug pushing south at sea. Another Sturmgeschütz for Happycat. Thumbs up. Stainless sound in the pin mount at MG-42. Panzers the push for the rifle squad here. Definitely not a great engagement for Momo's men. 2 Panzer Grenadier squads versus 1 rifle squad is definitely not ideal. There you go. Bang. Oh, grenade off. Routing the GIs. Down to 1 man. Good chance of wipe here from the 2 Panzer squads. Both of them actually 2, by the way. Or does Momo have a lot of luck here? He does. Very fortunate there for Momo. Last for Happycat, and there you go. Panzer squad now being caught by 3 Panzer squads backed up by Stug. Happycat is now really like, you know, starting to get swinging here. It does take a bit of a while, but once you get, you know, a lot of Panzers going backed up by Stugs, you have a lot of firepower. You know, particularly you have a lot of offensive firepower that can really make things tough for your men. You're the, you know, say, the American on the receiving end of countless Panzer Grenadiers here. So 19th really commits the offensive here. Far up north here, Greyhound spot and the Panzers pushing them back. Momo getting closer to the Sherman combat group and the EC8. Going for the point blank blast. Doesn't work out. Instead gets a shot from the entertainer there for the frontal armor. In the south, Jeep still at it. Like, Momo's been doing fairly well with that Jeep, to be honest. Even got 7 infantry kills with it. That's like some pretty good value. Scrams in the center, punch lifts the raft squad here. Bullets raining back and forth here. Mortar fire remaining issue. Got another engineer for Momo as he continues to stall for the EC8. And of course, wants to make sure he's got like support for his EC8s. Stug there, some neat and some light repairs. No sign of machine guns for any though of Happycat's assault guns. Bit of no sight there, I would say. And then we got a lot of grenades here being chucked all over the place here. And we got 1 Ace Panzer Grenadier squad up so for Happycat. More grenades here. Momo's men there being forced to reposition time and time again here. As every moment you see something highly explosive being chucked in the general direction. Once more though, Happycat and the 90th Panzer Grenadier making great progress, and there we go. Sherman EC8 has arrived for Momo, and America, Brad Pitt here to lead the way. Is that really Brad Pitt? I think so. Sure. I don't know what to look like, a Brad Pitt expert.
They've captured a victory point.
Panzerabwehrkanone here for Happycat. I think it'd be more sensible to go for more Stugs, but that's just me. Got the EC8 running southwards there with its 76mm gun, high velocity. Fifth Cavalry mounted on top, and of course the charming smile of Brad Pitt.
Enemy in control of all victory points.
You see at the Russian subs, they're kind of aggressive here. He's very fortunate that the Happycat didn't like mine any approaches in the south, otherwise, you know, his EC8 might suddenly become a very uneasy 8. Stuks slowly lining up here to push back at the EC8. We got a major offensive being launched with the 19th Panzer Division. We got 4 rifle squad here, surging forwards, a strong platoon level assault here, for Cavaliers that is, on the center. Stuks lining up. Stuks pushing northwards. Here we go, packs. Actually, double packs here. Engaging EC8. I've noticed going for well in the first place there, so that means he's got like a lot of anti-tank guns, to be honest. Like 2 packs. Oh, mine went off. That's unfortunate for Momo. And an LG40, and then 2 Stuks. One grenade there, making quite an impact on the anti-tank, but not enough. Deep rushing through the center up north here. Ace Pentagon squad there, Iron Cross, second class there. Sweeping in there, we also got the wreckage there of the Mark Greyhound there. Grenade, though, shatters Happycat's Panzer Grenadiers. In the southeast, also being forced back here. Certainly says of a less than happy engagement there for Happycat. Back to him. North here, LD40 needs to withdraw here before the route squad there wipe it out and seize it for America, freedom and democracy. Fresh counterattack in the south here, again 2 veteran, 2 Panzer Grenadier squads. Neither particularly close to veteran fleet as of yet. Ravner being absolutely mauled here. Grenades are being chucked into the path here. That was quite the grenade there for Momo. Another assault here again, spearheaded by the Ace Panzer Grenadiers here. No mercy for Happycat, and the Jeep finally goes down. Ripped apart there by assault gun and assault rifle fire. There were no survivors. If only they'd worn seat belts. But they hadn't been invented yet. Mortar firing down there, EC8 backing off. Then moving forwards again. Going to get met here with 2 pack 40s there, straight for the frontal armor. Slicing through like a hot knife through butter. Or a hot knife through cheese. Apparently what things a hot knife can cut through. Depending on how hot it is, of course. Other Ace Panzer squad that grab Northern Point there. The south route will be caught to the Panzer Grenadier being forced to withdraw here. We got poured on them. We also got assault engineers coming in for a moment, equipped with, of course, the flamethrower bun grenade there. Not a great spot between the fans because they need more support. We do get it. Stuks also being moved in. No son of machine guns in. So only one thing that Happycat is sort of short on is actually munitions. Meaning he can't, you know, again, like upgrade his machine guns on the Stuks, but also he can't use grenades or point-blank blast as much as he likes. So that's actually a bit of an issue here for Happycat versus Momo, if anything. As I imagine, in comparison, I mean, Momo's like, you know, consistently had like 100 munitions or more, 200 actually, flooding about there. Panzer got their pinned down. In the center there, another assault going forwards here. He still's got like all 5 Panzer squads alive, actually, which is kind of impressive. I think he needs to withdraw up north here. LD40 there being spotted and practically executed here by Momo's GIs. The Stuart applying some light fire support here. 204 versus 200. It's pretty close in terms of victory points. Momo's easy in the move again. And I'm definitely expecting Momo to like soon be pushing for more EC8 versus Happycat. As for Happycat, I definitely get the expectation he might be trying to push for a Panzer Company and the Panther 4, maybe in a Sturmpanzer. Of course, another option would be to go for the Luftwaffe Company and maybe get some Marders to help punch holes in the EC8. Does appear a bit unlikely. Do have the Lord here ready now for Happycat and the German army. Use anything! Fun fact about the Bundle Grenade, actually, the start of the war was actually also used as an anti-tank charge, as a lot of the earlier tanks were not having enough armor to deal with a Bundle Grenade, getting stuck in the right place. So there's a little fun fact. There you go, another sweeping assault here from Happycat. Momo's GIs absolutely outgunned here in the face of such hardened German assault troops here. But the easy, of course, is rushing in. Need to retreat their squads. Pack 40 gets a shot through the E8 side armor. And we got delayed fuse bounty here. Panzer pushing forward. So that's another A squad there. So that's 3 A squads now here for Happycat. Pack's in trouble here. Happycat left them exposed against Momo. In the south here, smaller German clean operation going on there, but he will need to reinforce the center as Momo A sends come to clear out the Pack 40s here, which if done. Oh, point blank blast here. Yes, ripping through countless of Momo's GIs, leaving numerous of them broken and battered. Stuke shoots, bounces off the E8's frontal armor. The lucky bounce there for Momo. And back to Momo here. Another EC8 out. Ace Pentagon, this squad narrowly survives that encounter. And of course at the ace level, they become even tougher, going from 115 to 130. So that's like a pretty significant swing in health, taking the total from 475 to 650. That means they can definitely take a, beating or two. There's only one thing in mind, I think pretty much all infantry at VT3 gains a health bonus. That said, the more elite it is, the bigger that health bonus can also tend to be. Got mines going off north and the Panzers killing poor Ludwig. There's even more mines than for Momo. Thumbs up. Another Stuke here for Happycat. So, well, I was definitely expecting Martin pulling for something bigger, and then he does commit to more Stukes, and honestly that does kind of make sense. I do think you should have probably gone for those Stukes then much sooner. Almost got a white pit again, but once more, the ace level of these Panzers makes them fairly resilient. It's probably all those metals. And awards, and the Germans did have a lot of awards. More mines from Momo. 105,088. Momo's definitely falling a bit behind Happycat here. EC8 with force withdrawal here. LD40 Stuke there opening up. We got the route squad charging back to the Sonkinese. Stukes are blasting when, of course, he needs to be careful he doesn't get caught by a point blank blast as he, rounds the corner. In this case, it's a bone grenade. May want to pull back the Pioneers because right now they're an easy target here for Momo's men. There's A squad there, force withdrawal here. Good shots on the EC8 here. Second one moving in again here, bombarding the LD40. Heavy fighting here by the southern hedges. MD42 finally arriving here to try and rip apart Momo's infantry. But the anti-tank crew here is being decimated. Stuke force withdrawal. Panzer going to be pushing in here. First infantry those senses weakness here and keeps up the assault despite the casualties, despite the damage. Momo orders men force for freedom, democracy, apple pie, the military-industrial complex. MD42 they're wiped out. That's a great haul there for Momo. Definitely adds pressure to Happycat exploring the second Stuke here. Pack's hanging back here. EC8 versus Stuke Pioneers. About to get ripped apart there as well. Stuke's pushing in, but now we got him to counterattacking here. And an anti-tank they're running Overwatch here. And the Packs are just not really doing much in this fight here. I do wonder again why he went for double packs here when he had 2 Stukes and LD40. And could he just push for more Stukes? It feels very odd. But again, I suspect it's because he's trying to push for Panzer IVs and then never did. Rather needed to make by the Panzers again, the losses are quite immense and quite painful. We got 152 to 178. Route squad there close to being utterly eliminated, and down they go. A shower and blaze of glory. Stuke pushing into the EC8 here, taking some nasty hits there. Good return shot. Happycat still advancing. Fresh fighting here from Northern Victory Point here. Momo's engineers left to fend for themselves. Probably should put away that minesweeper because a grease gun's going to do more than a minesweeper against an incoming angry Panzer Grenadiers who's had enough.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Stukes are doing some repairs. He's got like a lot of those ace panzer guns by now. Might actually, yeah, have a minimum of 4 ace panzer grenadier squads. Yeah, he's only got 1 squad, and the fact that he's not ace level, that is definitely not ideal for more. He's also lost a RAV squad. He's down just 3 ace RAV squads himself. Of course, he's likely going to just compensate with more EC8s. Sir, we've lost Baker's squad. Don't worry, we're just going to call in another tank with another Brad Pitt lookalike. Lookalike? Ah, you didn't hear that part. Oh, got the Pack 40. That's a good hold there for Momo. Men being hold here with ME42. Point blank blast would have been great there for Happycat. Got the Pack Korea Panzerwing 40 getting bombarded with the EC8 here. And a fresh post northwards needs to achieve that ace Panzer squad before it gets wiped. One grenade almost clears out that Momo's MG42. Air quote Momo's. It fell off a truck. A truck. Yeah, you know, one of those trucks. Almost wiping out the Panzers here. Definitely to force withdraw again. The E6 pack some immense anti firepower. Again, the ace Panzer Grenade's durability helps them somewhat survive it. Sturmgeschütz in repairs. We got 132 on 67. We got a Nebelwerfer here for Happycat. I think he's had enough here of Momo's shenanigans. Just looking to snuff it out there with some artillery support. Meanwhile, Panzerguns they keep reinforcing. But there's also a lot of healing needed. 132 versus 167. Nebelwerfer's almost done here. Momo not too far from another EC8. And far up north here, Panzer's RAF squad grenades being chucked in here, though he just quickly and deftly dodges it. Like they threw off like a really, really bad insult. Well, you like schnitzels. I like schnitzels, yeah, that's the problem with that. Another wave of troops here. Nebelwerfer getting ready here. Momo looks like he won't be going for any EC8s anytime soon. In fact, he's going for more riflemen. That's honestly a good move as well, honestly. But yeah, I feel like Happycat needs to somehow like find the courage and the munitions to upgrade his troops with machine guns. And I'm thinking it's like, start like planning for a larger assault here, because currently he's like just exchanging fire here with Momo. And a way which I think actually kind of favors Momo. It's also being slowly pushed back, so I think Happycat like needs to like, come up with an assault plan here with all of his ace Panzer Grenadiers, his Stugs, and his Nebelwerfer. I think that is very much within the realm of the possible here for Happycat to do so. Because right now he's got like some significant offensive momentum if he were just to unleash it against Momo4Sho, but so far he's not really doing that. Route squads in the south here being utterly overwhelmed again. The ace Panzer is just making short work of them. East being hammered here. Nebelwerfer barrage across the center here now, hammering into multiple sections. Panzer being hammered here, need to withdraw. EC8 flanking in here. Almost got these soldiers actually die. The last man dies as he steps into the fires of the Nebelwerfer. Stug veteran T2. They got 132. Anti-tankers are slaying through the Stug's frontal armor. No mercy here from Momo's gunners, as expected.
Yes, sir. We are ready. Sturmgeschütz on standby. Jawohl. We hear you.
Forceman healing for all these ace Panzer Grenadiers. Like, it's really rare to see like a player go for that many Panzer Grenadiers. It is quite interesting for sure. So it also could highlight just how good Panzer Grenadiers are for the battle with this, compared to companies too where like barely anyone ever used them. And here in companies where like, you will actually get players who go hard Panzer Grenadiers now. Thumbs up. 40 with the MG42 though in the center. Need to withdraw that squad. We got 90 versus 132 here. Do finally get machine guns out to the Stugs. Thumbs up here. Though need to be careful not to expose the flank here to the anti-tank guns. Neither of the barrels here ripping through Momo's gun crews. In the center there, men being met with fierce resistance here as the 1st Infantry Division under Momo4Sho's command does its best to halt the German assault here, but it's just not quite working out for Momo. His GIs somehow actually surviving. Nope, nope, just to say that he died. I guess he must have been talking about, you know, what you plan to do after the war was over or something like that. Well, I wasn't paying attention. That's always how you get killed. EC8 almost getting knocked out here. Can Momo save Brad Pitt here? Gets a Stuke here. Great kill there for Momo. Happycat's actions have started to get a bit more fragmented. Stuke down, didn't get the EC8. Momo keeps up the advance, even wipes the Nebelwerfer. Comes rushing into here with the GIs. Point blank blast, I think would be good. There we go. There we go. Atacani's with the rifle and pants moving in here. We could see a wipe here on Momo, or we could get lucky again. Never know with Momo. Holy smokes, that was a wipe. 69 was 132 here, 68. The lines are cracking here, and the Pentagonese, in a desperate attempt to get the center victory point instead, are met with an MG42, which mercilessly rips through the Panzers, pinning down the entire squad. For now, one squad gets unpinned, starts to flank around, anti-tanks bombarding here. The Stuke under Happycat's command, back to Momo and his beleaguered command. Ace Pentagon is half health here, but Happycat knows he needs to push forward there. We got 132 versus 58 in the south. Panzergrenadier versus the Rob squad here by the southern field point. Men getting obliterated by the EC8. Nebelwerfer barrage being unleashed once more. This time they're a bit too far. I'm trying to sneak up to the northern victory point, to be honest. Though he needs to fix up the Stukes. I think he needs more Pioneers for that, actually. He also got a BAR left behind him, which could be a good addition, I think, for Happycat. And there you go. Ace Panzer versus the Rifleman. Problem is that the Riflemen are getting free shots from the Pentagon. These Happycat is clearly not paying attention, so the Rifleman easily, I think, going to have the upper hand here. Or perhaps not. It looks like the Panzers, despite losing several men and taking a lot of damage, are able to make this engagement run very close, but then they have to withdraw here. I do think Momo, he actually went for survival training here, thumbs up, and the advanced logistics, and that, I think, was actually the first wipe on like any of Happycat's Panzer squads Momo was actually able to get there. Almost 40 minutes of the game, he's finally able to get like one of them killed. Yeah, wiped fully. Yeah, now we got to follow up Panzer squad, and they're obviously keen on avenging their fallen comrades. This one's for Helmut! He was a good man! You only killed Russian prisoners of war, no Western? Don't see why you had to die like that. Duke pushing forward, engaging the Ace EC8 there. Brad Pitt full swing there for sure. Need another barrage again. Got 119 versus 49. Got the fresh Panzer squad being sent northwards there. LD40 lying about there. EC8's being repaired. They want, of course, go for the third one. Stukes being repaired. Heavy engine damage. You may, of course, also want to go for more Stukes. EC8 being yourself out, rapidly advancing there for freedom and democracy. Pushed off the north point here by an Ace Rival squad. So we've got 115 to 49. Happycat has sort of managed to stabilize again now. Back to bleeding out Momo. There we go. Great shot from the EC8. Good shot from the Panther through the east cruise side armor. Stu taking us in for the frontal armor, for the front of the anti-tankers there, forcing that one back. The south EC8 was the other Stuke here. If only had more Stukes. If only. And the Panther thing pinned down with the Round squad. More troops reinforcing healing, and there we go. Another easy hit ready here for Momo. Neither have a fire in the center. Almost wiping them out. Right from there being met with fierce and ruthless resistance here from Happycat Sturmgeschütz. 13 kills here. Ace Stug. Achtung. Immediately proceeds to obliterate the infantry crew here from a nice distance. Yeah, and we got the anti spring fruit. Need to withdraw that Stug. Schnell get it repaired up in the south here. We got the other Stug. Basically, with the EC8, going to need more support in the south here. Does he intend to go for any more Stugs? He does not. A bad line there, on here. Momo's men about to get blown sky high. But, except for Carl, they do manage to dodge it. Got these on news here. Stugs. They're being fixed up. We gotta find another Stug here for Happycat and the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. Triple EC8s there. It's definitely tough. Like, did he actually cancel the Stug for Pack 40? He did. I think that's a bit of a mistake there by Happycat. I also think he actually hasn't. Yeah, he has recruited the new Luftwaffe. There you go, Racing Force. He did recruit the LD40, but the EC8's racing in there. Got flanks the Stug here. Sort of. No seeking a straw though, but the EC8 are still getting flanked the anti-tank guns. EC8 stripped through both ace level, by the way. Third one arriving. At this point, it kind of looks like it's GG here for Happycat. 18 points left. His plan's about to get wiped out. $93 versus 18. He theoretically could still win this, but it's not looking great here. 18 versus 89. It's kind of looking like it's all falling apart here for Happycat. They might be able to get one of the Momo's EC8s there finally. LG40 down, another Pack 40 away there. 18 versus 83, another Pack 40 for Happycat. No Stugs flooding so much fuel too. Another wipe. Finally got an EC8 there. I think he's popping high explosive shells here. Neither left down. There we go. We're just going to quit here because it's clearly GG, and I don't want to risk like the end of the game just popping out. So there you go. Game over. A fierce back and forth fight here with some fairly aggressive Pentagon. Actually aggressive in how many he went for. Also the Stugs. But I feel like the overall issue for Happycat was I think he got too defensive with it at times. Like, you know, if you're going to go for this kind of build, you kind of want to attack and like make these coordinated aggressive assaults. But at times he just sort of went for standoff engagements, which I think that was his plan. He probably should have gone for Luftwaffe company like Jaegers and stuff like that. But instead, he went for the Pentagon and the Stugs. And that, I think, slowly bled him out. Plus the Pack 40s just didn't quite work out from here as well as he would have liked to, in part because Momo was able to use the terrain fairly well to negate as much of the Pack 40s. Again, I feel like he would have probably been off going for the Panzer Company and some Panther 4s, or even like going for the Luftwaffe Company and maybe some Marders or something else there. Whatever the case, there seemed to basically be a mismatch between the build, like, you know, the force composition and the overall direction of his strategy, which I think slightly, you know, undercut Happycat here as the match went on. One more, of course. Good place. They definitely got OM, but the Pentagon needs probably could have reacted to that perhaps a bit better in some other respects. But I think once realized what Happycat was doing, was able to like exploit it fairly well and sort of slowly, but you know, adroitly, tactically whittle down Happycat and sort of pull for victory. That certainly was fairly close there, and there certainly would have been, you know, little room there for errors. But oh wait. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family, but not your enemies. This is Imperial saying cheers, saying cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.